Welcome to Grumpily Ever After, our uncensored podcast where swoon-worthy meets eye-rolling as I, an avid reader and adventure romance author, chat with my grumpy husband who has inspired all of my book boyfriends written to date. Join us as we chat about books he'll never read, words he thinks are stupid, and all his grumbles in between. If nothing else, we hope to make you smile and brighten your day. At least a little. So, settle in and let's see where today's chapter takes us.
Hello, mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4,
there you go.
babe.
You ready, Freddie?
It bugs me that, I feel that my face has to be really close to the mic to really pick up what I'm saying. But
Get comfortable. Don't get close, get comfortable.
where I was going with that was I hear my nostrils, my breath from my nostrils in the mic, and it goes in my ears, but you don't hear it.
Yeah. I think it's just hard because you have such a deep register. So if you don't talk clearly or like close enough, then it's hard to understand what you're saying. But that being said, you should be comfortable. So you should sit back and don't feel like you have to lay on the mic. Okay. Shall we?
Hit me.
Welcome to this episode of the podcast. I'm your co-host, Lindsey Pogue.
Main host, Dennis.
And welcome to this episode of Grumpily Ever After. Why are you smiling?
Oh, that's so dumb now.
Don't you not have to say it?
I know, but I've gone this far.
You've committed. Yeah. It's the mahalo. It's like the mahalo thing, right?
Mahalo.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, no, that's I enjoy saying that. It's a nod to Adam Carolla. So.
Oh, really? Is that what he used to say in one of his podcasts or something?
It was his signature goodbye on Loveline when it was on the radio. Every time they finished, he would end it by, Drew would say something, Dr. Drew, and then Adam Carolla would end it with mahalo.
Got it. Well, before I forget, I just want to say I'm having a major allergy issue, so my eyes are burning and itching so bad, but I'm going to try my hardest not to rub them like a crazy person and my nose the whole time. So if I start getting crazy, will you let me know?
Okay.
Anyway, okay, sorry. Anyways, welcome to this episode. I know that it's only been a week for listeners, but I feel like it's been a while since we've recorded one, so it feels kind of strange to sit back down.
Yeah, about a week and a half, right? Because we were doing it on, Tuesdays, and it shifted to Fridays.
Happy Friday, by the way.
I know. Last recording was a Tuesday, and stuff went south with work. And you're like, should we change the date to try and, maybe make it a little bit better? And Tuesdays for me are pretty packed. So I thought, that would be helpful. Not taking into consideration the emergency, because you can't plan for that. It's just Tuesdays is a busy day for me. So I said, okay, if Friday works for the both of us, that'd be great. And then this happened. So. And a work emergency. So
yeah, he worked a few hours later than normal, so it's all right. It is what it is. We're getting it done.
We're rolling with it with the punches.
I'm gonna pause for a second so that I can blow my nose, and I'm back in live action. The blink of an eye. Anyways, so why don't we check in? It was Friday. I know you had a long day. How was your week in general, or how are you feeling? You glad it's the weekend? I don't even know what our plans are.
I was reflecting on this week today before the chaos kind of started, and I'm like, man, it's been a pretty rough came to mind, but it's not terrible. But it was a challenging week. There's a lot of different things that transpired. So
yeah, I feel you. I feel like you've been getting home. You've been working late. You've been putting out a lot of fires. I don't know. Yeah, I get those vibrations from you. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, and I'm bringing them home for sure. So it's just been a busy week, and I'm glad it's Friday. We'll see what the what the weekend brings. Plan wise, kind of the same rigmarole of me trying to get my truck fixed and little
Deal with
chores here and there.
fence situation and
Yeah, just house stuff.
I feel like this is worth talking about just because I know we have married people that listen to this podcast, and I'm sure some of them can relate to what I'm about to check in about. As you know, I have a 4-week biology health class. Or no, sorry, that's not what it's called.
You take biology? Holy smokes.
No, sorry, behavioral health class. And it is because of my sleeping. And my sleeping is so horrendous that the doctor sent me to these classes, which I'm happy to take because they're free through my insurance and I need all the help I can get at this point. I'm now part of a week-long case study, me specifically, trying to hone in on what my sleep issues are, where they stem from, what my behaviors and conditioning has been over the years. We were talking about this before, about how when we were in therapy years ago, one of the things that the therapist said was, because your schedule is so different than mine has always been as a writer, like I would usually write in the evening, I would be up late. You would go to sleep early because you wake up at 5 to go to work. So your day started much earlier. I was more flexible. So I was up late. I was sleeping in. And one of the things she said was, you guys need to, spend more quality time together. And one of the ways to do that is to go to bed at the same time. And so I'm kind of wondering if this is where my sleep issues have kind of started to resonate. And I started to condition myself to have these issues because I don't think my natural sleep pattern is necessarily to get in bed early, even though I'm super tired all the time now because I don't sleep well. But anyways, long story short, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because now that I am pinpointing certain things like having the cat sleep with me or us, and you can sleep through that, but she will walk over me or I'll try and move my legs and then she's laying on them. And so those types of things wake me up. And so, yes, one of the things they told me to do is, don't let the cat sleep with you. It's like, that's easy enough because she's fine. Like we close her out of the house or not out of the house, out of the bedroom. She doesn't bother us. She doesn't meow, nothing. So it's fine. And I know this is going to take time for me to get used to this and get reconditioned. But now that she's gone, every time I wake up, I'm super aware of what's waking me up now. And it's you snoring. And so it's like, and I have earplugs. We already know that I don't sleep well. So I have the earplugs as one more barrier to help me sleep. And so I'm kind of at this current point. I'm so early into this too. So, again, we're going to see how this pans out over weeks and months, but I'm like, I'm only on day 2. I feel sleep deprived because what they want me to do is go to not get in bed until I am absolutely super tired. And they gave me an actual time to get in bed based on my sleep pattern. And so last night you saw me, I was up coloring, doing everything I could to stay up until 10:30. And the minute I got in bed, I almost wanted to cry because it felt so good. And you were snoring. And I was like, for the love of God, I just want to go to sleep. And so finally it was fine. I fell asleep. But then every time I woke up, I kept hearing the I don't know if she's a doctor, the one who runs the classes, but she's like a therapist. So we'll just say the therapist. She kept telling me, now, if you wake up, go into the other room. Like retrain yourself not to just lay in bed and not sleep for hours because your body is essentially saying you're sleeping, even though your mind is not sleeping. And so it just really throws everything out of whack when you're, and so I'm like, okay, I'm going to give myself like 15, 20 minutes to try and fall back asleep. And if I can't, I will go and sleep in the other room. And then I would fall back asleep. Anyway, this happened like 4 times. But the good news is, even though I kept waking up, I kept falling back asleep. And you know me, you wake up in the middle of the night and I would just be on my phone reading or whatever, tossing and turning. So I'm really trying to not be disheartened by the fact that I might have to end up sleeping in the other room for the rest of my life. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I know it's something you don't want to do, but it reminds me of Sarah Clark from Sarah and Vinny Show,
Okay.
and she's a DJ. It has a very early morning show, and she goes to bed at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night. So super early. And she can't expect her husband to follow suit. So they sleep in separate beds, separate rooms. And it's been, I don't know, a long
However
time.
many years.
Yeah, it's been a long time because she gets up at like three
Yeah.
thirty, something like that. So it's just an adjustment they had to do, and yeah, they haven't slept in the same bed for a long time. So, and she's a super light sleeper. Like the entire room has to be pitch black, and she's got like 7 alarms set because it's really hard for her to wake up, type of thing. So it's just with DJ people, they're all the same. They were in the same boat. Vinny does the same thing. They sleep in separate rooms. Uzette, who used to be on there, slept in separate rooms. So
Does that mean, I mean, here's where my mind goes. That's not a comfortable bed. The room smells like rubber because of the workout equipment. Like it's not an inviting place to have to sleep, right? So then I'm thinking, I don't want to have this to be a thing, and I don't want to have to spend money to do anything. I don't want a new bed. Like I like the way it is. It is your space anyway. Here I am encroaching on your space once again. So the whole thing just sucks, honestly. Because it's a Murphy bed that we have down for me, but in general, it's Dennis's. It used to be your drum room. It's your office. It's the workout area, and
it's the my office / guest room when people come
yeah,
/ my parents have to stay. There's a bed that's accessible, but normally folded up into the wall. Yeah, it's my room, and I will more than willingly go and sleep in there if that's the approach you want to take. I don't expect you to get up and leave our bedroom to go sleep in there, but that's got to come from you.
yeah. No, I'm not ready to ask you to do that yet. So
Right.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I am in the very early stages of this, but it's really eye-opening. I didn't know a lot about sleep hygiene, is what they call it. And what type of it, I didn't even think that I had insomnia. I'm like, I sleep, I just don't sleep well. So I just kept thinking I just have sleeping issues, but it's quite literally technically insomnia. It's called maintenance insomnia or something like that. Because I can fall asleep, I can't stay asleep, and then I'm up for hours, and then I'm exhausted all the time, right? Whereas I don't have a go to bed time and I don't have a wake up time because I don't sleep well. So my whole body is just completely out of whack. So there's so many interesting things that I'm learning, and I will not keep talking about it and boring people. But for couples who are listening who have to deal with the snoring thing or the waking up thing with the kids or the cats or whatever, or just not sleeping and they don't know why, this is really enlightening. So I'm really glad that my doctor, it's not I don't know if it's prescribed, but anyway, that she signed me up for it because I already, like I said, I've only done 2 weeks and I feel really good about it. And I already am noticing things in my, things I'm doing to make it worse for myself. So it's nice to be able to tweak those and get it sorted. So.
Yeah, and you used to be a night owl. Like you would stay up kind of late and wake up kind of late, and then you started to shift one because of us trying to do, the same bed night time. But you would stay up late and then you would start working later and you made the shift and you're like, well, if I can start earlier, I could get more accomplished in the day. It ultimately it might not be your thing, and you're like you function better if you stay up later and wake up later. It's not a bad thing. Everyone's different.
That's one of the interesting things that we're talking about, because there's other people in the class and they brought up the point of when you can't sleep, you feel pressure to sleep, and that only makes it 10 times worse. So it's trying to change that narrative that you have is like, I have to get 8 hours of sleep. You don't have to get 8 hours of sleep. You just need good sleep. So you need to figure out how you can get that, and everybody needs different types of sleep, not types, but like some people don't need I'm not going to get into it, but it's really, like I said, eye-opening. And I just feel like I'm 41 years old and I'm just now learning how to take care of my sleep. I think it's because I'm finally getting to the point where I feel halfway hysterical because I'm so exhausted all the time, but I can't sleep. So I'm like borderline going crazy. It's only taken me.
You're the line of reality and dreaming or something is starting to blur, and you're like, what, did I dream that? Or was that real? I'm sleep deprived. I'm
exhausted and can't sleep. It's straight up just like that. Yeah, it's like that hysterical need. Like you just for the all that is holy. If I could just get some quality sleep, the world will feel like a better place. So, anyways, that is enough of that. But yeah, so that's been on my mind though, kind of thinking about, because I was actually just filling out. I have a blog that I have to fill out for my case study, and I was just like, this is insane. So anyways, very, very interesting. Lots of changes going on in our house. Our cat is so probably sad because she sleeps with me all the time, and she's doing really good. She's a good girl. She's not, making noise and clawing at the door or anything. She's like, oh, the door's shut. It's fine. But I do feel bad because I know she likes to snuggle. So anyways, Dennis is like, boot her out.
Punt that thing.
Stop it. Anyways, I have a fun little activity for us today. There's this, I always kind of talk about trends sometimes. We talked about my lore and where my writing chops and my inspiration came from over the years. Another trend that I see a lot, especially on social media, is this or that. And that is, would you pick this over that, that sort of thing. And you and I, to an extent, we do this anyway. Like you'll sit there and you'll say, who do you like better, Henry Cavill or Chris Evans? And then I have to pick somebody. And then I will say, oh my God, that's the hardest ever. I actually don't know why I picked those two, because those are the hardest. Those are the only two. Anybody else would be so easy, but those are the only two. But anyways,
Momoa's in there normally in the running.
Who?
Momoa.
Yeah, he's not really in there anymore. I mean, he's still really cool, but yeah, we're talking on we're talking about my lick scale.
Yeah, this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Momoa, old news.
You can go on my list with Keanu Reeves was the other one. I really like him, but I didn't think he's attractive. And you're like, wow, ooh, burn.
He's on Keanu Reeves scale now?
I'm just saying.
That's a big blow for Mr. Momoa.
It is not. Keanu Reeves is amazing.
No. I'm not. It's not discounting Keanu Reeves. It's discounting like you've just.
Oh, because he used to be so high up there.
Momoa was up there. He was up there.
It's honestly, it's like Beyonce. You see him so many times, and then I can't stand seeing him anymore. And I really do like Jason Momoa. It's not that I can't stand him, but I think it's just kind of that. It's like a desensitization. I just like, oh, it's Jason Momoa. He's really cool. I love watching his stuff. I think he's a really, really great person.
I know
him personally.
I know what it is. It was full circle. We're going back to the earlier podcast episodes of Fast and the Furious. When he played the villain in Fast and the Furious, you lost your boner for him.
No, I actually really liked him in that. But
really? Well, okay.
He's really fun. I'm not like, are you talking just sexually attracted?
Yeah, he gained weight. He looked like a butterball, and he was super flamboyant and kind of dumb.
No, it was before that. And it has nothing to do with weight and that. It's just, I honestly think it's like desensitization, because I just feel like I've seen him so much that it's just Jason Momoa now, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of another actor that it's like. I don't think Henry Cavill will ever be that way, because I've had a crush on him since he was a little kid, and when I first saw him in I was a little kid too at the time. Let's not make this creepy. But when I first saw him in The Count of Monte Cristo, I had the biggest crush on him.
You guys are like the same age.
Yeah, but the way I worded it was like when he was a little kid, I had a crush on. I don't know, that was weird. But anyway, and then I saw him in The Tudors, and I was like, oh my God, look at, he's all grown up. He's still like super hot, and now he's everywhere. And I remember getting so excited when Henry Cavill got the Superman role, because I was like, now the world will know who he is. Like, he'll be way more popular, and now look at him. It's insanity. It's insanity. Still love him though. But who knows? He might be on the Jason Momoa list soon. I don't know. For now, he's still up there with my Chris Evans. So,
I mean, you made the comment of there's like Jason Momoa is everywhere, like kind of Beyonce, which I don't really see that. But
well, she used to
no,
be.
no,
I don't know about anymore.
no, I mean him. I see it. I see the reference with Beyonce being everywhere. He can't escape her. At least a couple years ago. I don't see that with Momoa, but who I do see it with is Jason Statham.
Oh,
I don't
that's true.
think you ever really found him attractive, but man, that dude's everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's true. He's a badass though, for sure. I really liked him in The Beekeeper.
Like, to me, I forget pretty much all the movies because they're all the same.
Same. Yes, that's true.
Tell me the difference between The Beekeeper and The Mechanic. I could not tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember The Mechanic very well.
Anything else?
Yeah.
I mean, there are movies where he's great, like The Italian Job, but that we're talking what, 15 years ago?
Maybe
the original Transporter, things like that. But then once it starts going into all his other stuff he's done, I feel like it's all I mean, it's the same type of movie, but I don't know.
It's funny you say that. You brought up the Italian Job, because I feel the same way about Mark Wahlberg that I do about like Jason Statham, like you're saying, or
yeah, I can see that.
Like he is in a lot of stuff, and I kind of am just like, yeah, I'm kind of like, he's a fun actor. Like, I'll watch his movies, but I remember a while ago I used to get really excited about his movies, and I'm like, meh, And I know a lot of that comes with their new actors coming out, and I'm getting older, and my tastes are changing or whatever. But in general, like, I think he's a good actor, and I like his movies. But again, he kind of sometimes plays, he's either like that really raunchy, ridiculous comedy, or in general, or he's some sort of, action. So
yeah, there's a couple. Like, for me, the latest one he put out with Halle Berry, right? I couldn't tell you the difference between that movie and the movie he made. I don't even remember what it's called. Maybe Contraband. But it's the one with that singer guy you like, who's all over the place, tattoos on the face. He's doing country now.
Oh, Post Malone.
Post Malone. Remember, they're in the prison together.
I don't think I ever even saw that.
We watched it together.
Oh, I don't remember it.
So, like, yeah, I don't remember that, but it's like some action-y thingy.
Yeah.
And the Halle Berry one, we just watched it a few months ago, and I don't remember jack.
It was pretty silly. I think I'm out of the slapstick stuff. I've moved past that. Like, when I growing up, I loved Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I love Dumb and Dumber. Now I'm just like, if I have to watch those things, well, Ace Ventura, just because I can quote the entire movie, it's different. But in general, like, watching the stuff that's super slapstick, which I kind of feel like that movie you're talking about with her is borderline, like, almost too ridiculous.
Oh, they were CIA people and then had kids? Was that a different movie?
That was a different one.
I don't remember them. I don't remember. Oh, that was Cameron Diaz. I don't remember them being. I don't remember.
That was also really bad.
I don't remember it being slapsticky. It's like a way action comedy combo, whatever that is. And maybe that's where it's like getting blurry for me, because it's not one or the other, so it's not memorable.
Maybe
it's just entertaining and leave your brain at the door and you're good. A good solid action movie, I think, sticks with me. Like The Shooter, or
that was good.
Shooter, is it?
Yeah, that was really good.
It's a solid, no nonsense action movie.
Yeah, it's really good.
Anywho, we flew off on a tangent.
We totally did. But this is the stuff we talk about, so welcome to our life. Okay, so anyways, we're going to play a game of this or that. I essentially printed out a list of questions that you're going to ask me, and then we can, obviously talk about them as we go, and then questions that I'm specifically going to ask you, and we can talk about them as we go, okay? Got
it. Are we doing 1-on-1 or?
No, I think we just... You do you and I do me. What do you want to do? Do you want to ask me first, or? What are
Sure.
you feeling? Okay,
I'll
so you
I'll go
asked me.
first.
Yeah, you asked me questions, and then the highlighter I left you is in case you want to cross out the questions when you're finished.
Found
That's what
it.
that's what I do because I'm need that in my life, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
No, it helps.
Okay,
All right. Ready?
ready, Freddy? Let's do it.
All right. Clean kitchen. What do you prefer? Clean kitchen or clean bathroom?
Cleaning the kitchen or a clean kitchen?
It just says clean, so I'm assuming, do you prefer a clean kitchen or a clean bathroom? Not cleaning, but a clean kitchen or a clean
Oh,
bathroom.
oh, I think I'm gonna say kitchen. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say kitchen.
Okay. Give
You're
my
not
take.
answering. No, I
Okay.
mean you can. Yeah, feel free. Well, which one do you prefer?
I mean, it kind of sucks because if you don't pick bathroom, it makes you sound like a dirty slob.
Not
But
really, because we're not talking like poo flung on the walls here. We're talking like a normal wear and tear bathroom, normal wear and tear kitchen. I think they are both equally disgusting if you don't clean them. Well, within measure, but
yeah, I would agree with you. Clean kitchen.
it just bothers me more.
I think it's because our kitchen is so small
Yeah,
that it needs to be clean to be functional.
that's very fair. I think some people or a lot of people may not have the same issue we have. Yeah, so because we don't have any counter space, so it drives me insane. And I don't look at the kitchen looking at it being like, oh, it's so dirty. I'm like, it's so cluttered. Like, I cannot stand it.
Yeah.
And even though like during the day when you're at work, I've gotten really good about trying not to clean the house or do chores while I'm working, like using my work time. Even just leaving my bowls and stuff in the sink to get to later bugs the crap out of me because I'm like, but then I tell myself I'm not trying to do all this stuff because one thing leads to another thing leads to another thing. And I try and just like put my stuff in the sink. But even that bothers me because again, like everything builds up and we only have so much space.
Agreed.
Yeah. So that's a good point. I didn't really think about that.
All right,
All right,
number
next.
2. Romantic getaway or staycation with pajamas?
Romantic getaway. How about you?
Agreed.
Okay.
All right. Surprise gifts or planned out presents?
I don't actually know exactly what that means.
I think it means like you say, "Hey, I really like this thing. Can you get it for me?" And then later on, you get it, so you have an idea of what you're getting, as opposed to a complete surprise.
Ooh, that's like a 50-50 for me. I like to know what I'm getting so that I either don't buy it for myself or I know I'm going to like it. But there's always that like kind of childish excitement of when you're going to get a gift and you don't know what it is. So I don't know how to answer that one. How about you? Surprise gift?
I think I'm in the same boat. I think
It's
I'm
hard.
leaning a little bit more towards planned. When you're maybe younger, surprise gifts are great because you're a kid or whatever. But when you're an adult and you get surprise gifts and you're like, cool, what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah. So planned out gifts make more sense, or maybe option C, no gifts. But
Okay.
4, long phone calls or in-person chats?
Neither. Can I do, well, I was going to say, I want to do like a record voice text message. Is that a thing? Like how I send you my voice instead of, I hate texting. I hate it. So if I had to choose out of the two, it would be the phone call. I absolutely hate texting and I get so frustrated and I have so many typos all the time and I'm over it. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. So if I'm in a group text message, I just want to poke someone's eyes out because I don't like those either. So in general, I'm going to say that I will take the long phone call, but I really like doing the voice messages. If I have to text, I would rather do a voice message. The trick with those is you don't know where people are when they're listening to them. So I better make sure that when I send you mine, I'm saying things that are appropriate because you're probably at work with all your guys standing around.
No, I'm not a dumbass.
I know, I'm joking.
I'll if you send me something, then I'll listen to it in private.
Mm-hmm.
So send whatever you want. For me, I don't know.
Okay.
They both suck.
All right.
Fancy restaurant or food truck adventure?
This is rough business, guys. I love food trucks, but when you say food truck adventure, I get a little nervous about what country are we in and what are we eating.
You're
So
in America. You're in America, and it's food truck adventures.
then I'd rather do food truck adventures because I can eat plenty of fancy food here in Napa. So
Same with me, food truck.
yeah.
I never know what to order at fancy restaurants. I feel out of place. But the food's excellent. I feel out of
Hard.
place.
Yeah, I get it.
Early morning walks or late night talks?
What do you think I would pick?
The late night talks?
No, early morning walks for sure.
God damn it.
All right, next.
Just said you're not trying to wake up early. All right. Watch a rom-com or gritty documentary.
They had me at gritty, lost me at documentary, so I'm probably gonna say rom-com.
Same. Deal with spiders or deal with loud noises?
Yeah, this is a confusing question. I mean, depending on the spider size, I'll deal with the spider. I don't know what it means by deal with loud noises. So,
all right, let me paint a picture.
Yes, thank you.
Would you rather deal with the spiders you've seen in our household, or would you rather deal with our noisy neighbor? I swear to God, if you say they're the same, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm gonna say, okay, you want to know what this is probably better. Spiders or the fire detector beeping, I would rather deal with the spider. A part of my soul dies whenever I have to deal with those because we have vaulted ceilings, so they're so loud. When you get up there next to them, it just echoes and it makes my skin crawl. It hurts my ears. I just absolutely hate it. And I start sweating profusely because I just don't want to deal with it profusely.
Too nasty. All right, I'm going to do spiders. Our neighbor can stop making noise. Organize the closets or organize finances. That's easy.
Oh, God. I hate finances. I'm going to, closet for sure.
A weekend with friends or a weekend alone?
Weekend with friends.
Same. Hiking or biking? That's easy. Hiking.
Yeah. Well,
I choose biking.
We should say why I don't like biking. Oh, well, I'll do tandem bike riding with you. But when I think of hiking or biking, I think of you going mountain bike riding, and I prefer to go hiking because the one time I tried to go mountain bike riding with you, I got very injured, and I will never do that again.
Yeah,
that was scary.
I took you mountain biking, and that was not good. All right, historical sites or modern attractions?
I'm sure you know what I would pick.
Historical sites.
Yes.
And I would do the same thing because what that means is, you're potentially vacationing to nice areas, different countries potentially.
Okay.
All right, mountains or beaches?
You're going to pick mountains.
100%.
Ooh, they both have their place, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say mountains.
Texting or calling?
I thought we just did this one.
Texting wasn't one of the questions. You brought that in.
Oh,
the question was long phone call or in-person chat, and you said,
because I hate texting so much.
Ignore that question. I hate texting, guys.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, hate texting. So then for the other one, it doesn't even matter. I don't even remember the question anymore. Not texting. So whatever the other one was.
Calling.
Okay,
yes. Next one.
That's how much I hate texting, guys. I totally.
This one just says attending live events.
Not particularly. I'm thinking.
That's all it says.
I'm thinking like a concert or something.
Concert, sporting event, anything having to do with people and a live thing. 4th of July fireworks, a parade.
You're losing me at parade.
Yeah, a local.
Yeah.
Do you want to hang out with people out?
I like to hang out with the people I like in small groups. I don't like big crowds. So
streaming at home.
Streaming?
Oh, that's what happened. So here's the question. Let me rewind.
Oh, okay.
Attending live events or streaming at home?
Oh, streaming at home.
Oh,
That's my question or my answer.
gotcha. I would do live events.
Yeah, I know you would. You're a festival and concert junkie.
Hot weather or cold weather?
What am I gonna pick?
Hot weather.
Yeah, you.
And I pick cold.
Yeah.
Take me to Alaska.
Leave me in California, but give me some damn sun.
It's coming.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
All right. Questions for him. Would you rather fix the car or fix a computer?
Car.
Yeah, I already knew that one. Mr. Mechanic over here. Would you rather play sports or watch sports?
Play.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, you used to be really sporty, so I'm not really surprised, but I figured in your old age, maybe you be like, oh, I'd rather just watch it. It's easier that way.
I mean, I'll regret it afterwards, but I'm down to go kick a ball.
Nice. Oh, we do like playing well, I wouldn't say tennis because I'm not good at it, but whatever you call that.
Hit a ball. We hit a ball.
The court side, yeah.
Hit a ball with a racket.
Okay, so would you rather go to a comedy show or a music festival?
Music.
All right. Would you rather organize the tool shed or organize the garage?
Garage.
Yeah.
Where's your responses to these?
I mean, they're not really important. I don't want to organize the garage or the tool shed.
I'm not fixing a car.
Watch sports or play sports.
Broken knees.
I would rather watch and play. No, not play. I would rather watch football. I don't care about any other sports. And yeah, I can't. I guess I would rather fix a car than fix a computer. But it seems like I'm mostly, if I do anything, I'm dealing with my computer. Yeah, so I don't like any of these. Would you rather listen to music or listen to a podcast? Oh, that's obvious.
Music.
I would too. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I would rather listen to just music because I don't have to think and pay attention. I can just enjoy it, but I don't do that often at all. Okay, camping in the woods or staying in a fancy hotel?
Woods.
I think I would pick that too. No,
we don't glamp. We tent camp.
Yeah, we tent camp. Okay, solving a puzzle or building something with tools?
Building something.
I thought you would pick solving a puzzle.
It hurts my back.
True. Oh, you're talking like a real puzzle. Yeah, with puzzle pieces. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking like an activity puzzle. I don't know. But yeah, I'd rather do a puzzle because I can't do anything with tools. But at the same time, I did have fun poorly attempting to help you with my car the other day.
You did good.
I think that I already asked you one of these. Yeah. Sorry. There's a
So are you using the highlighter that?
Yeah, no, I mean like it's on there more than once.
Oh.
All right, pizza or tacos?
Ooh. Damn. That's rough. Oh man, that's tough. I'll just go 50-50 and cop out. Like the best pizza slice I can think of for myself and the best taco. I would be content with either, so I can't really pick a favorite.
What's my favorite?
Taco.
Yeah, but I love pizza.
You love pizza, but I think you crave tacos a lot more.
Yeah, I could live on tacos. Okay, vegetable or fruit? And this is a good question because he's extremely picky. I just want everybody to know that. He doesn't like textures.
I think fruit.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't eat them often, but it's because I don't know. Vegetables, they're pretty consistent. So I know what I'm getting, but when I get a really good fruit that is like at the best ripeness that I enjoy, it's the best. So I prefer that level.
Nice. All right. For me, I'm gonna say fruit, 100%. I love vegetables, but fruit just makes me think of sunshine and summer, and I love all fruit. So even the stuff that you don't like. All right. Puzzles or riddles?
Puzzles.
Oh, riddles are the worst. So I'm gonna go with puzzles. My brain cannot take riddles. It wants to explode.
Yeah.
Stargazing or people watching?
Ooh. Well, pretty much everywhere in the world, you can't really stargaze.
Okay, in a perfect world.
You mean New Zealand
Yeah.
or Australia?
Yeah.
There's not light pollution. I like to people watch.
Okay. I'm surprised. I'm gonna pick stargazing. I figured you would too. Because you don't like it when I watch people.
Well, okay.
I know. I already know what you're gonna. Yeah, I know. I stare at people because I can't help it. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. So exploring new cities or returning to familiar places.
Mm. Exploring new cities.
I'm such a creature of habit. I like to explore new cities, but I think I'm gonna go with returning to familiar places. Okay, and then we have
That's
the same question.
surprising.
Huh?
That's surprising.
I don't know. I feel like I get kind of stressed when I'm somewhere new and I have to figure stuff out. And
Yeah.
so
If
I'm talking about enjoyment, then familiar places.
and the way I look at it is vacationing. So to me, exploring new cities, I'm out on vacation, checking out new spots, as opposed to like staying around here and I'm gonna go check out a city, 40 minutes for me that I've never seen before. Like, why would I even put myself in that position? So to me, it's more like vacationing or vacationing to a new spot and exploring something new, or vacationing to a place I've already been.
Oh, okay, yes. Then I'm with you. Yes. I guess I was thinking too small. So yes, I agree with you. I don't really want to drive for an hour and a half just to like go to some like steakhouse or something,
Right.
So anyways, okay. Gardening or cooking? You don't garden, so let's say yard work or cooking.
That's kind of hard.
Really?
I enjoy cooking, even though it stresses me out. I enjoy, I guess, kind of the process of it, but I think I enjoy yard work. It's the opposite. I don't really enjoy the process. I enjoy the outcome, and I don't necessarily fully enjoy the outcome of cooking, but I enjoy the process. Does that
Because you're
make
really
sense?
hard on yourself. Yeah, no, I understand that. I am the same. I think that I don't really care one way or the other about cooking. I don't really have any feelings about it unless I'm hosting and then I get, then it takes on a different meaning. But if it's just me and you, I don't really have any feelings one way or the other. When it comes to doing any sort of yard work, I don't really garden either. So I'm going to say I like feeling accomplished and that you can see it, what it was and what it is. And I think that if if I kept up with yard work more, I would take more pride in it and then I would enjoy it more. Maybe I think I like my aunt, my aunt Rhonda, and how she has a beautiful yard, but every single day she spends 1 hour, or no, she fills up one bucket, and that's like her thing, and she takes so much pride and it's beautiful. And I feel like maybe when I'm older, I'm going to be like that. I'll find some joy and some pride in my yard.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I mean, I commend her for that, but whatever thing that is in my head, I wish I could do that. Take a 5-gallon bucket and just go and pick at something. But it's, and I guarantee you're the same way. You start with a 5-gallon bucket and then you see something else and you go, let me hit this. And then you see something else and you go, let me hit this. And then there goes the whole shtick of filling a 5-gallon bucket. And so,
but the twist on that is if we did do one a day or one a week, it wouldn't always be, we wouldn't have to play catch up. So It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg, probably. But yeah, I know we do it to ourselves, really, but it's how we are.
Yeah.
Okay. And last but not least, road trips or plane rides?
Road trips.
Yeah, we don't actually do them. We've done one-ish.
No,
Couple?
we've done
We did Grand Canyon and Hoover
Yeah.
Dam and
Mhm.
Vegas
Mhm.
but what else have we done?
We went north.
Oh, yeah, we went to Oregon, went to Portland, we went to Crater Lake. I mean, and then I guess anywhere when we go to Tahoe, I guess those are road trips, but
Yeah,
those
no,
are all in California.
I
Or in Colorado.
classify road trips as long distance.
Yeah.
But the furthest, yeah, is the Grand Canyon and Portland.
But those were really
And
awesome. Yeah, you're right. Those were amazing.
I don't think we did anything really south.
No.
No.
Whenever we went to San Diego and we flew, and yeah, nothing feels good about let's drive to San Diego or let's drive to LA. I'm like, ooh.
Or
No thanks.
what's the town where Bonanza was filmed that we went up to? Silver City?
Oh, Virginia City?
Virginia City.
And no, that's in Nevada.
Right. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
that was cool.
our home base was Tahoe, but we kind of went a
That
little
was
bit
fun.
further and we explored a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
Got to see wild horses for the first time. That was so cool.
That was
Sorry
cool.
you missed that.
That's all right. Someone's going to drive.
Or Dennis. Anyways.
It would get lost on me, so I'm glad you got to see it and enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I love about living here is we can drive to so many really cool places. So it's really neat. And that's it. That's all we have for this episode. Anyways, I was talking to Ryan today about one day we'll just have to, it's already too expensive to live here. So one day we're going to have to move away. And I have no idea where we're going to go, but it's going to be somewhere where the taxes aren't as ridiculous as they are here. So we'll have to figure something out.
We're not going to Florida.
No, I know. We'll never go to Florida. We'll never go anywhere that's hot or humid because you can't handle it.
Correct.
We have family in Costa Rica. We'll never go there. We have family in Hawaii. We'll never go there.
That's right.
Yeah, because he doesn't like the heat.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know. People say once you get older, you don't retain heat and your bones are cold and all that jazz, which is why a lot of people retire in those warmer climates. So talk to me in 25 years.
Okay.
That might change.
No, we kind of checked in about how hard the week was. Is there anything that stands out to you that was really great about this week that you can be grateful for? Or
come back to me.
Mine's actually pretty easy because I spent most of today not working and I spent it with friends. Went on a long walk this morning, which was really beautiful at the wetlands, which is near our house, which is why I love living here. And why why one of my answers was morning walks, because morning walks around here are absolutely gorgeous. But so we did a morning walk and I got to spend lunch with G. So it was really, really nice. I had a really nice day. And then I came home and tried not to get stressed out about stupid taxes and stuff. And here we are doing the podcast. So happy Friday.
Woo.
Anyways.
That sounds like a nice day.
It was a really nice day. And then I feel bad because you're like, oh, I'm working all day, having a lot. You're like, you're probably 12 hours in. And then I'm like, oh, I had lunch with friends and I went on a walk. And you're like, oh, great. I worked my butt off.
Yeah, well, it's different. Anyways, I'm going to go with I'm grateful for you, P.
Oh.
Pretty rough week. Pretty grumpy. Bring it home. And yeah, I mean, there's always challenging days, challenging weeks, and you always stick around and help me out and lift me up. So I appreciate you.
Thanks, Bill. Well, hell, guys, before this gets very emotional, I think we're going to sign off.
It's the allergies. It's all the allergies.
It's all the allergies. Thank you for listening. We hope that we brighten your day just a little bit, and we will see you next time. So take care and happy listening. Happy weekend. Happy week at work.
Mahalo.
Bye. Well, that's a wrap on this episode of Grumpily Ever After. Whether you're here for the book talk or the banter, we appreciate you. If you enjoyed our brand of chaos, don't forget to subscribe and join us next time for more book chats and married mayhem. Stay grumpy, stay bookish, and we'll catch you next time.